Good, we're rolling. You'll be able to see my guitar neck there, don't you? So it's not a lot of delicate work here because we're basically going to be kind of strumming, and maybe we could mute with our right palm here a little bit to get that sound. To deaden it a little bit. Good, that sounds good. All right. So I'm going to play it like this. Ready? I'm going to play it with the drum machine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Comes the B7. Alright, so now I'm going to play that lick. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. And what that is if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, that lick is 1, it's triplets, isn't it? Triplet, 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 triplet. Alright, so I do it slow again. And when you hit that third fret there, you can kind of, that's what makes it sound bluesy. Yeah, you probably maybe want to go up and bend that with your second finger instead of this one, because you're going to be going back to that E. There you go. And you're set for the E, right? Alright. And then so when we play it, if we go a little slower, 1, 2, 3, 4, it'll sound like this. Goes to a 5 chord, and or we could do our turnaround. If you remember our turnaround in E, which goes, and then we get a B7 chord. So I would say work on that riff, work on the A's, and the A's that Marty played go all the way up from. There's only time the way we're doing it to get up to the 7th fret, but if we continue on up to the octave, okay. Yeah, I also want you to just start strumming and mess around with that A lick, okay? Make up your own rhythms, change them sometimes on the up. For instance, that's all down on the down strums. But I use some up strums too, so you never have to stop your right hand. Just switch it on the up strums. It sounds like this. So we've always talked a lot about, keeping that right hand strum going. So in this kind of a thing too, you'll find that if you use your wrist and flick that booger, as it were, right, you'll get a nicer sound, because otherwise you're going to get, the strings will get overdriven. So the more you use your wrist on something, more wrist on this thing instead of the big old arm strum, okay? Forearm can move, but just a little bit more from the wrist. It's good way to get to learn to use your wrist on something like this, because you could sit there and strum it and then feel it, right? And it gives you something interesting to listen to and to play with the left hand while you're working on your right hand. Alright? So just mess around with that and have fun with it. And I think that's it.